All right, we're going to talk water mains today, right? You just got your new house. Water seems like something you'd like to have in it. So where does it come from? Where does it go? Like my wise friend Cotton Eye Joe said. So a couple things are going to be, for us on the island, it's going to be water mains from the street, right? They're going to come into the house. If you have a basement, it's more than likely going to be in the basement. If not, it's going to be up on the first floor, but it's going to come through the floor at some point. There's two ways to check. And one, if you have the basement, go down and see. During your home inspection, at some point, they should have pointed out what the water main is. There's different types. Most of them are going to have turn valves. Some of the older ones are going to have like ball valves. I'm going to throw some up in there too. So they're actually going to be like twist on, twist off. Those are older valves. They tend to get stuck and leak. You might see, if like, you really don't want to touch them, because if you do, you'll notice they always start to leak at the stems and stuff. You might have a handle, which would be better. But basically, that's where the water is going to come in from the house. So you can turn it off there. The big reason to know where this is if something goes on in the house, right? Pipe breaks, something is running that you don't know how to turn off. You could always turn off water at the main, right? That's a big thing. If something's wrong, you need to know how to get to that water main really quick and turn it off. So if it's in the basement, know where it is, know the type of handles you have. If you have the ball valves, depends on the type of meter, something to look into changing in the future, just because you want to be able to turn it off. And the last thing you want to do is go try to turn off a valve and the valve stem's stuck. So water mains, that's where the water comes in. From there, it will usually tee off and head to the utilities, where it'll go to the water heater, it'll go to the boiler. So, but knowing where that main stem in is number one. Now also outside your house, right? So wherever you find, if you do find the line in your house, outside your house, directly in line with that, will be an outside thing. So if the town or whoever runs your water wants to come turn off your water for some reason, like say the pipe to your house broke, and now you have water coming in the basement because the pipe in the street's broken, it's got nowhere to go, it's going to find that hole and come out that way. They could turn it off from out there. Also good to know where that is. There's a special tool. It's not like we can go do it ourselves, but there is a tool that you could turn those off the water main at the street. That's what I think they do it for pressure and things like that. But when you're in your house and you're looking at the water main, whether in the basement or on the first floor, that's going to be where everything is. Another thing to look at is when you're in the house and no one's doing anything, look at the water meter. There's either going to be, some of them are electric, but some of them are going to be the old fashioned where they have spins and they're just spinning in there. If that thing is spinning and no one's using water, somewhere there's a leak, whether it's a leaking faucet, leaking fixture, something to always look at, because that's like, there should be no water flowing in the house if no one's using it. So take a look at those numbers and make sure and track them, because, you know, if there is nothing flowing, then you know you're good. If you're looking at that meter and something's flowing, you could listen for it, you could find it, but there might be like a pinhole leak somewhere else, and you want to kind of get to that before it causes a problem. So the water main is like very important to check, very important to monitor, especially when your sprinklers are going off and things like that. You don't want to have a leak somewhere outside where you're kind of just pouring water into the ground. So water main's important. Know where it is, know how to turn it off, know where it stems from there. Later videos will break down where they go and how it goes into the water heater and all that stuff. But that's number one, knowing where it is, how to turn it off. And that's it. Any questions, you, like always, reach out, let me know.